Thanks for joining me for this little ride down Altamont Road. This line right here is the top of the mountain, Paris Mountain. And the purpose for this video is to show you the down Paris Mountain Strava segment. And I'm going to show you the beginning of the segment right about here is where the segment begins. As you're heading down the mountain, this is the side of the mountain going down to State Park Road. Is I call it the east side of the mountain. In this particular section is very important if you want to get a good Strava time, because the downhill, if we can call it that, down this side of the mountain isn't all downhill. There's a good amount of rolling terrain. There's even some little kick-ups that really can hurt your legs, especially if you've gotten to this point by climbing up the west side of Paris Mountain, which is called the Furman side for most of the locals. You'll notice at the bottom of the video there's some telemetry, and this shows you the speed that I'm going right now, about 39 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour. The heart rate that I'm putting out at the moment, the wattage, RPM, how many revolutions per minute. Here you can see I'm rocking back and forth as I'm up out of the saddle and trying to get a little bit of speed up over this particular rise. Hang with me here for a little bit. It's granted a little bit boring here in the very beginning because in this rolling section you don't get a lot of speed, but it won't be long and we'll be going over the top. And at that point we'll have a little bit of fun. Once again, we're in one of the sections where we're needing to climb. And here I'm moving over very quickly because a car is about to come around me. Normally the mountain's pretty nice to ride. The traffic isn't too bad. Most people are used to having cyclists there. One of the things you need to watch out for is getting behind a vehicle, because a lot of times, especially when you get to the more downhill sections, you can descend faster than the cars can. A little bit of information about this particular Strava segment. The best time, fastest time from May 30th, 2011 is Ted King in a time of 5 minutes and 29 seconds. And if you know anything about May 30th, 2011, that was actually the U.S. Pro Championship road race. And Ted King took that KOM in 5 minutes and 29 seconds. The KOM, or the QOM, is held by Tricia Gadsden, and she set that on September 19th, 2010 with a time of 7 minutes and 27 seconds. For me, I'm ranked about 28th or something around that, and with a time of 6 minutes and 46 seconds so far. But to be honest, I'm not that much into going fast downhill. This is fast enough for me, so I doubt I'll be breaking my PR on this one very soon. We just crossed over the final climbing section. From here it is all downhill, and it turns out to be a little bit of fun heading into some of these turns. They're very safe actually, because they're sweeping turns. You can get a good angle into them. You rarely even have a concern about the turn being a little too sharp. You can probably notice that even through these turns I'm pedaling. And this makes it a lot of fun. This turn is a little bit of a sharp one, and then it goes directly into another sharp turn. But again, nothing a good bike can't handle. The distance of the Strava segment is 3.5 miles as an average descending grade of 3.3%. Your lowest elevation is 1,023 feet. Your highest elevation is 1,630 feet. So that gives you an elevation difference of about 607 feet of descending. And now we're coming up on what is definitely my favorite section of this entire segment. You come into this long right-hand turn. Turn, 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 turn. And we're descending very quickly at this time. You notice 35 miles an hour, and then there's a left turn, very fast drop, reaching 44 miles per hour here, almost 45 miles per hour. It's just, you can feel the gravity just pulling you around that turn. It's a lot of fun. My objective is to take this telemetry into a lot of other Strava segments in the Greenville area and give you some idea of what it takes. I think seeing the wattage is a good idea. So you see that, you can see the road, but how hard is it actually to climb that thing? So being able to see the wattage, I think, gives you a better idea of what it takes to get a good time and to complete the particular segment. We're coming up here on the end of the segment. We hit it right there. So we're done. You can find the segment on Strava.com at that particular URL. And be sure to visit lowcadence.com and find a lot of other videos and fun stuff there.